Cuba, que viva Cuba. Cuba para siempre.
Desi Arnaz was born in Santiago de Cuba, but fled to Miami, Florida in 1934 due to the Sergeant's Revolt, also known as the Cuban Revolution of 1933. When Arnaz arrived, he found refuge and comfort in the show business, playing a role in many minor films in the 40s, such as Father Takes a Wife and Too Many Girls. The latter film is where he met his first wife and lifelong friend, Lucille Ball. It was love at first sight, and not even a year later they eloped. In May of 1943, he was drafted into World War II. He successfully completed his recruit training, but shortly after injured his knee, limiting him to a military hospital. Arnaz was discharged as a staff sergeant, and he served from 1943 to 1945. After his time spent with the U.S. Army, he then starred in his first major role as Ricky Ricardo in I Love Lucy, with his wife Lucille playing the titular role. Initially, the role was to be portrayed by Richard Denning, who played Lucille's fictional spouse on the CBS radio sitcom My Favorite Husband, but the couple insisted on Desi playing the part. At first, CBS refuted the idea. Americans would not accept a distinctly Latino man playing the husband of a white woman. To combat the station, Lucille and Desi toured around America with their own vaudeville act in the summer of 1950. Much of this act was used to produce the pilot episode, and the rest was etched permanently into television history. From the first interracial couple on television, to the first mainstream TV pregnancy, I Love Lucy had many milestones along its 6-season run. It was the first American program aired on British television, as well as one of the most watched shows in America in 4 of its 6 seasons. One of their more notable milestones has to be the use of 35mm film in a multiple camera setup, which led to a much higher quality of television than before. Arnaz and his cinematographer Carl Freund have been credited with creating the multiple camera setup, but there had been multiple shows that had used the technique before them. However many milestones the show had, one of their biggest must be that I Love Lucy was the first television show to be filmed in front of a live studio audience. Despite being told it was impossible, Arnaz and Freund were the first to design a set that could accommodate a live studio audience, cameras, and film equipment, while staying within the guidelines of the fire, health, and safety codes. This set design led to an entirely new era of live studio television, and gracefully merged theater and film. Desi Arnaz passed away on December 2, 1986, at age 69. Including a lifetime of laughs and music, Desi Arnaz's impact is not one to be forgotten. With 2 stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and an award-winning TV show still being rerun more than half a century later, Desi Arnaz's legacy has set a precedent, one that communicates to young Latinos that through dedication and perseverance, anything is possible.